Hey, what's up, everyone? Good afternoon, good evening. Happy Friday. Finally, Friday. Welcome to a new podcast of the Daily Mind. I'm back. Yes, I'm back. I'm actually doing a show today. I know yesterday I said I was going to do one. I should have given some sort of a disclaimer. I got to start putting that if I'm going to do a show, these things are always subject to change. However, though, I said I was going to do one today, and it is now today. So here we are. Yeah, Mario, what's going on, man? I told you I'm on today. That's right. Yeah, I know I got to start putting a disclaimer if, times are subject to change. Hell yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. It's finally Friday. This week went by super fast. I mean, honestly, I think it was just because we were coming off the heels of a 4 day and then shortened this week, and it just either way, even if we just had a full week, it just blew. I'm telling you, before you know it, we're gonna be cutting up turkeys and shit in no time. It's only a matter of time. All right, folks. So, just give you a little heads up about today. This morning, I had a bit of a little bit of a health scare. Nothing crazy. I've been having like this stomach pain for the past few days, and I was like, I need to go get myself checked out, which I did. Ran some tests, everything came back great. I think what it is just I'm bloated. I'm getting old, so I got to start changing my diet, and start eating things a little bit differently and slowing down on the carbs and stuff. But yeah, man, it was kind of scary. It's not often I go to the hospital. I can say I'm a pretty healthy person to a point. However, though, that right there was just kind of sketchy. So, uh, yeah, probably no more White Castle. It's funny, I just recently had that shit too. I do got to cut back on that stuff. I'll be honest with you. It's hard though. You know what I mean? Especially where here in Clarksville, there's a lot of restaurants. As soon as you get in the car, restaurants are everywhere. But got to slow it down. I got to slow it down. You know what I mean? You're absolutely right. All right, so I'm fine. I'm good. I'm doing the show. Here we are. It's Friday. So, you know what I mean? You're absolutely right. All right, so I'm fine. I'm good. I'm doing the show. Here we are. It's Friday, so you already know what time it is. If there's an episode on Friday, that only means one thing. Is there such thing as a stupid question? Which is by far one of my favorite segments of the show, just because it's just me reading some of the most ridiculous questions that people have to put out there that they may, I don't know, perhaps be afraid to tell anybody in person. They'd rather tell a complete stranger online. So every Friday, whenever I do a show, that is what I do it on. All right, yep. Let's get some more likes and stuff, people. Let's go. So, without further ado, I already told you how my day went. Everything's good. I'm gonna start reading off some of the questions now. Of course, for some of you that are new to this show, whether you're listening or streaming, what it is that I do this every Friday. Whenever there's an episode on Friday, I will do this particular thing, unless sometimes, very rarely, I will do a different topic on a Friday, but it's primarily this every single Friday whenever I do it. And thanks for joining, Willie York. Thanks for joining. All right, so look, I'm gonna get right into it. Oh, shit, getting some feedback from the mic. What is going on? It was just fine. All right, come on, stop fucking around. Give me a second, folks. Having a little bit of a technical difficulty. What the fuck? Hold on. This goddamn board. All right, there we go. I don't know. Just started fucking with me. All right, so hey, look. I'm going to get into the first question, all right? Now, listen, I think the last time this live feed got cut off was because I did this episode. I did this episode, and I don't know what it was. The algorithm or whatever booted my live. I'm going to give you a heads up right now. I know my limits on TikTok. I am an unfiltered, uncensored person. What I read on here is basically verbatim, all right? I'll try to soften it up for some of your soft ears. However, though, I'm telling you right now, I don't want to hear shit, all right? You already know I need to start putting a warning label on these episodes, because it's like you going to a Dave Chappelle show. If you're the type of person to get offended, why would you go to a show knowing his comedy subject matter? Like, come on, we're not doing that fake outrage shit. So I'm going to read some questions and answers and stuff like that. Now, you're asking me, why did you take down I don't even have that flag. What are you talking about? Nah, I didn't take no flag down. Nah, you ain't getting me hemmed up. All right, bet. Oh wow, that's a question. I'm not gonna read that one, but I'm gonna read this one. What are some reasons why a girl may prefer an experienced man over a fresh one, even if she never had been in love before? Because I guess the most experienced man would teach her a thing or two. Because if she's never been in love before, why would she mess around with someone who's never been in love either? But that's probably the best way to learn. I mean, shit. But I guess we all want to go with somebody that's experienced, but we don't want to go with somebody that's too experienced. I don't know. For men, they don't want to go with women that are too experienced, or in other words, have high mileage. And women rather go with someone that is experienced, but not somebody that's inexperienced. You know what I mean? It's kind of a weird flip-flop. Now, they said there's an answer to this question, however, a really long answer, but I'm going to read the first paragraph of it because that's long as shit. Now, the question again is, if you join it, what are some of the reasons why a girl may prefer an experienced man over a fresh one? In other words, an inexperienced man. Now, this person by the name of Chris answered the question by saying, because women tend to follow. If you ask women what they want in a man, the majority of them will say, I want a provider, a protector, and a leader, which is absolutely true. Why not go for somebody with these traits? How many times have you heard women say that they want a man to take charge and plan the dates? An inexperienced guy can't be a provider, leader, and protector. That's why women have to date older, mature, and experienced men to get their needs. But how else is these young men going to get the experience? They have to, date, right? You got to give the young guy a chance, too, because how else are they going to learn? You know, maybe you can perhaps teach them a thing or two so that they get that experience. It's like basically you trying to apply for a credit card, but you have no credit. Well, how the hell are you going to get credit if you don't apply and use your first credit card? You know, it's like that. I never quite understand that. You know what I mean? But you got to give the new guy a chance. How do you think the mature, older guy got there? He was the new guy at one point, too. Give the younger, experienced guy a chance. All right. Question here. Next one. What countries will you never visit again? For me, Estonia. I will never, ever go back to Estonia again. And this wasn't even by choice. I'm in the military. That's all you need to know. However, I will never... listen, you can give me an all-expense paid trip to Estonia. All expense paid. I would refuse. Estonia is a nice country, but it's not something that I would go and be a tourist again and be like, and recommend all my friends. And oh no, hell no. Never. All right, Mary, you said Bulgaria. Never been to Bulgaria before. What it sounds like complete utter dog shit. I'm sorry. Man, I don't know. But yeah, I will never go back to Estonia again. Poland, on the other hand, absolutely highly recommend going to Poland. Listen, if you're in the military, you already know. If you are afforded the money and the opportunity to go visit Poland, I highly recommend Poland. It's a beautiful country. It's extremely cheap. The zloty is like paper. Like just your American dollar is worth so much in Poland. I highly recommend you go to Poland if you get a chance. That's one country I will definitely go back to. And of course, England and Ireland. In fact, I plan on going back to Ireland because I specifically want to go to Belfast. I'm a big Titanic fan. Okay, you said go to Romania. Yeah, I've heard some things about Romania too. I heard it is beautiful. I heard it's cheap as well. Pretty much similar to Poland. But no, I want to go to Belfast because that's where the Titanic was made. I'm a huge Titanic fan. And again, people that are watching and listening, you're going to learn a little bit about me as you go along, little fun facts. But I love the history of the Titanic. And yes, I did go to the movies to see the Leonardo DiCaprio version of Titanic. Yes, I did. In fact, I went on a school trip. I'll never forget it. All right, now, next question. Let's see what we got here. All right, this question was asked, why do women usually show more skin than men? I don't know. Women got more to show. I mean, what is it? Come on, man. Women got more to show. Nobody, like a guy, we got what's down there, maybe some muscles or whatever here. However, though, like, women got more to show. That's pretty basically it. Now, here's somebody did answer the question, by the way, to this. And again, if you're joining, the question is, why do women usually show more skin than men? Now, is this a long answer? Okay, this is not a long answer. It's kind of long, but it's the only answer that somebody answered to that question. In American society, there is a strong encouragement of self-expression, and many women are aware that men enjoy admiring their bodies. That couldn't have been further from the truth, simply because look at what you see on the internet. That's all you see is just women bodies. All right, Subi, you just joined and you said never used to in like the 40s. No, In fact, if you showed as much skin, ladies, if you showed as much skin now back in the 40s, you definitely got a ticket. In fact, I remember there was there's an infamous picture that goes back to like the 40s and 50s of this beautiful Italian woman in Italy now she had a two-piece, which wasn't very common back then, but she got a ticket because it was indecent exposure. Yeah, I'm sure you remember the 1940s. Yeah, we both fought in Normandy. Yeah, sure. Now, going back to that question, why do women, all right, to finish his answer, I'm sorry. He said he worked out at EOS in Tampa. It's a gym frequented by young people, and the outfits I see there are quite bold. For instance, this will be considered a relatively conservative look at my gym. Many of the women wear those high-cut yoga pants that tend to ride up. Come on now. Just yesterday, I noticed a girl in a completely sheer white top that left little to the imagination. Sometimes it really gets wild. It seems like women only navigate the fine line between seeking attention and wanting to avoid being labeled as promiscuous. And yes, you are absolutely right. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. I hear it both ways. Women go to the gym. They dress the way they do because they want to be comfortable. But let's be real. They also doing that for attention. I don't care what anyone say. And guys do this shit too. Guys be sitting there with fucking Ranger panties and a really thin tank top. Come on, we know what you're doing, guys, too. Listen, the gym is not a hookup place. It is not. And yes, Subi, you're right. Some women get offended when you look, but it's kind of like it's like a double-edged sword. Like, okay, you're dressed like this because you're comfortable, but you're dressing like this to also look attractive, but you get mad when the guy looks. You can't have your cake and eat it too. If it's an issue with the way the guy looks, then change the way you dress. Sweatpants, t-shirt. But you're not going to do that because I guess women also feel like they shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have to be looked at as a piece of meat. But, at the same time, I don't know. But, you tell me. But this guy does make a good point, though. He does make a good point about it. I mean, you win or you lose. Listen, just focus on your workout. That's it. Just don't even look. Save yourself the trouble. All right. Now, I've read this question so many damn times. Okay, you asking me if I look? Of course I look. I'd be crazy not to look. I try so hard not to look, but we're human, people. We're men. It's going to happen, all right? It's like the zoo. You go to the zoo to look at the animals. You don't touch them. You can look at the tiger. Don't touch the tiger. All right, and Subi, that's crazy weird. You look at them from a distance in the bushes. And Mario, no, I don't look at the men. Chill out. I'm not looking at the men. All right, now I read this question more times than I can count. Have you ever caught your spouse cheating on you in your own home? And if so, how did you deal with it? Now, that's some sketchy ass work. In fact, I know somebody that was just recently in this situation and he got punched in the face. However, some cases, somebody's getting shot. Yeah, it can get very, very dangerous. Now, there's an answer to this question. Subi said kind of on Snapchat. Yeah. Now, there's an answer to this question. Madai Romero, from a female perspective, she says, I came home from work early, excited to hang out with my man. The door to our room was locked, and I unlocked it with my nail, and there they were, both naked on our bed. I yelled at the girl who was a coworker, to get out. She got dressed, and I walked her out the door. Let's see, Subi, I was just getting the pants while in robes. Man, yeah, all right. All right, now she got dressed and walked out the door. I came back straight to packing my stuff. He tried to convince me to stay a night, but I refused. So I packed my stuff and my cats, because you can't leave the cats behind, and moved out. All within an hour after catching him. Blocked him everywhere and took his existence out of my phone. Drove away, and I'm never looking back. That could have ended a lot worse. Now imagine that's the coworker sleeping with your man. What is happening here? That's never forgive action. Now, I've been married twice. All right. And in both cases, I never caught my spouse in the bed with somebody else. No. But what would you guys do in that situation? You know what I mean? And yes, no dipping in company ink. You already know what that means. Don't fucking dip your pen in company, and don't fuck with people you work with. And yes, Mario, I have cheated. Yes, I remember when you know the story, you try to get a rise out of me. You already know the story. Yes, people, I cheated on my ex-wife. That's just what it is. All right. The circumstances, it will take me forever and a DVD bonus footage to explain the whole thing. I am not going to do that today. Yes. All right. Now, what is that fucking sound coming from my phone? It's so weird. All right. Now, it turned out for the best. Yeah. Listen, I'm not condoning cheating, but there's circumstances to which it happens. Sometimes it's the end to justify the means. All right. But that's just what it is. Everybody's situation is circumstantial and it's different. All right. I've heard it all. I've heard it all. And of course, myself. Now, the next question. What the fuck? What is the easiest way of getting a boyfriend as a trans woman? And yes, Subi, cheating is only bad when you get caught. I don't know. That's all right. The question again is, what is the easiest way of? Oh shit! I think I lost the goddamn question. Oh, here it is. What is the easiest way of getting a boyfriend as a trans woman? I mean, if that's what you're looking for, I don't know if it's easy or hard. I think it just depends on where you go. There's so many websites. There's so many apps. It can't be that hard. All right, now, let me see if there's a long answer to this. Oh, no, it's not. Yurik says, there's nothing easy about finding a mate and dating whether you're a man or a woman, cis or trans. All you can do is put yourself out there on the dating scene, be your honest self, and always be upfront about being trans. Those who are attracted to you will show interest, and those who aren't won't. But there are far too many variables to make anything easy. That's it. And that doesn't matter what your preference is. You just got to make yourself... Yeah. And Mario, don't tell them until you get... That's a terrible idea. Terrible idea. That always ends up really, really bad. In fact, there was a story of a Marine in Japan who was messing around what he thought was a full-fledged woman. And it turned out it wasn't. And unfortunately, he killed that person because he found out. I mean, that's, listen. All right. This is kind of like a PSA. If you're trans, which if that's what you are, that's what you are. Be honest with the people you're trying to hook up with. All right. For your safety and protection, I'm telling you, don't sit there and try to hit them with a rope-a-dope in bed. Let them be straight up like, yo, I'm trans, or I'm this, or I don't like this. A lot of people are not honest about shit. And I don't know why. You should be secure. You should be comfortable with yourself. Fuck it. If they don't like it, then you move on to the next person. Other than that, don't hide shit. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your preference is. Be straight fucking honest. All right, now, next question. Does a woman know if her camel toe is showing? Yes. Of course she knows. Oh, come on now. There's no way. Look, especially if she's wearing a particular type of legging or pants. How do you not know? You know. You absolutely know. You absolutely know. I don't want to. Yeah, of course she knows her camel toe is showing. That's kind of the point. However, though, there are some women that wear pants that they don't know it's showing. I don't understand how. It's tight as shit. Speaking from experience, no, my camel toe is not showing. But again, of course they know. Now let's read. I'm gonna read a couple of answers to that question because it kind of answers itself. Now, Al says, believe me, they know when they have a camel toe. And I hate saying this, but my little niece wears her leggings so high and tight, she does it on purpose because she has a fat camel toe. Why are you looking at your niece like that? Whoa, Al. Al, slow down, Al. All right, Al, you fucked up. Nope, you fucked up, Al. You shouldn't be looking at your niece like that, period. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. He literally wrote this shit on here. He was like, judging from his niece. Yeah, arrest that man. That man in trouble. Albert. Albert. No, get out of here. No. Sorry, moving right along. That to me is wild. That's wild behavior right there. I'm about to start playing banjos for this man. It's got to be somewhere like Alabama somewhere. I don't know. All right. What do women think about nice guys? Now, you always heard that Albert. No, that's Paul Blart. But close enough, though. Close enough. All right, next question. What do women think about nice guys? Now, you always heard that saying, nice guys finish last. Some women like nice guys. Some women don't like nice guys. Some women like straight up hardcore thugs. They'll slap them around a little bit. I don't fucking know why. It's like living out some weird fantasy. All right, there's an answer. Of course, there's a few answers, but I'm going to read. Oh, that's a whole fucking essay. I'm not reading that answer. That's too many answers. Too many answers. All right, let me see what we got here. I'm going to read a short answer. All right, Lawrence says that women want to have fun while they can. same as men. It's just a price to pay. I guess they figure like bad guys, bad boys, they out doing all types of shit. It's fun until it's not fun or until he's locked up or whatever. And now you're a single mom collecting SNAP benefits. Who the fuck wants to do that? Now, Mark says that's only true in the Western world. In the Arab world and most of Africa and Central Asia, men decide who to fuck. He's absolutely right. He ain't lying. He is not lying. The Western, like where we live at here on the Western Hemisphere, is so much different. Women are way more free and liberated than in Asia and the Middle East. Yeah, that's absolutely true. All right, and I'm going to leave that one alone. Next question. This is an interesting question. Are women easy in New York City? Honestly, I don't know. I haven't lived in New York since forever, all right? Are they easy in New York? There are answers to this question. Alien 222, Alien, what the fuck? He says, or she says, whoever this is, apparently you have never been to New York City, nor the USA for that matter. The answer is no. Most women in New York City know how to protect themselves from sleazy creeps like you. The ones who don't know how to do that are dead. So if you meet a woman that's alive in New York City, rest assured she is not easy. And Subi says, buy him a sausage, egg, and cheese if you're in. I mean, that might work in Clarksville or anywhere down south. I don't know if that's going to work. A bacon, egg, and cheese with Arizona will work in New York City. I don't know what works here. Maybe Golden Corral. You already know who's about taking their women to Golden Corral. We won't mention names here. You might catch some stupid tourists, but good luck with that. You probably watch some fake Sex in the City soft porn filth and believe that crap. Oh no, New York women will put you in your place and then put you on TikTok and talk shit about it. They ain't easy. They're challenging, but not easy. You probably get like the gentrifying women that came into New York City from Indiana somewhere that now lives in New York City and think they know everything about New York City, which they don't. You could probably bag them, but you ain't bagging no native New York chick off the back. Good luck with that. All right, next one. Next question here. Let's see. How do rich people in the U.S. avoid getting into car accidents? They get in their private jet and they go fly to the supermarket in the fucking park or whatever. They don't drive. In fact, some rich people don't even drive. They have chauffeurs to drive them. All right, Subi, you asked me how many girls Spider-Man bag. I have no idea. And then, Mary, you asked me how many subway stations are in New York. If I'm not mistaken, I think there was like somewhere around 474. I could be wrong because I know they added new stations, but it's over 400 subway stations in New York City. You could bag a chick in any one. Some stations are sketchy, though. I'd be a little bit careful, though. But how do rich people in the U.S. avoid getting into car accidents? They don't drive. Or they don't drive in areas that have other cars. I don't know. All right, now, Subi said, why you know that? What? Why do I know what? How many subway stations are in New York City? Because I lived in New York City. That's why. And unless you're asking me about something else different, I'm not sure. Let's see. Next question. This is a good question. And a lot of women have been complaining about this. It seems like I'm gigging on women today, but I'm not, all right? I'm not gigging on women. I don't want to lose a female audience. There's a question here, though. Why do you think 67% of men are refusing to get married? Now, this has been a hot button topic for lately, as far as like women saying, or people are saying women are undateable, or if they reach a certain age, or just men not trying as hard to bag women anymore. This is a lot of bullshit. A lot of people are looking through the smoke and mirrors and they're seeing people for what they really are. And some people, and like marriage nowadays, I would not rush to get into marriage. Like you tell these young soldiers and shit, they'll marry the first thing they see. Go to fucking Electric Cowboy. Bam. I'm married the next day. If you're going to get married nowadays, you got to really take your time. That's something not rush into, because marriage, or the constitution of marriage, it's people take it more as a joke. All right, Subi, you say easy because women just take half of all your shit. They're unhappy. Doesn't matter if you are or not. You couldn't be further from the truth, especially military marriages and divorces. You know, if you're in the military and you've done 10, 15 years and you've been married almost as long and you get a divorce and you've been in the military damn near almost 20 years, she gets half your shit, especially if she didn't work. It's just a lot of hassle with marriage. It's because people are also getting married for the wrong reasons. A lot of people are not taking enough time to get to know each other. They're going lust over love. Nobody knows what they want anymore. And then they get married to the wrong person and it's a wrap. That's military marriages. 74% of military marriages end in divorce. You already know why. All right, you also said marriage is just a piece of paper. Bible doesn't say you got to sign the paperwork for that, which is absolutely true. But, marriage is a racket. Somebody's making money off of it. That piece of paper is like a tax. That marriage certificate is a marriage tax, more or less. All right, if you sign with your opposite hand, no, I think it still counts. Especially if you're left-handed, I'm pretty sure it still counts. But yeah, marriage, a lot of people aren't about it no more. People are just together, existing with someone and, having kids. My aunt who took care of me, she's been married common law for 30 years. They never said I do. They never walked down the aisle. They just been together that long. No wedding required. And they still together. Come on. I know I've heard people, you know what I think too? I think weddings that spend thousands and thousands of dollars end the divorce faster than a city hall wedding. Just imagine you spend $10,000, $20,000 on a wedding and you get a divorce. Come on now. All right, you said Colorado says after 10 years, I think you're legally married. Yes, New York has a common law marriage law too, which is why my aunt and uncle are married still. Hey, Liz, what's going on? Thanks for joining. Stick around. There's plenty to talk about. Now, yes, New York has common law marriage. I think it's somewhere between 10, 20 years. Either way, they've been married damn near almost 40 years, 30, 40 years. They're considered legally married now. Didn't even have to walk down the aisle. Versus somebody who walked down the aisle and they probably got divorced in like 5 years. All right, next question. Let me see. Okay, crazy. This is no, I'm not gonna read that one. That one don't seem very interesting. All right, can you destroy your entire life with one wrong decision? I'm not even gonna need to answer the question. I'm not. Of course you can. You shoot somebody, your life's over. That's it. Next question. Get to the raunchy ones. Yeah, I know it's kind of dry right now. All right, here's a question. Why are women so damn? It seems like I'm digging on women again. Disclaimer: I'm not. This is just what's coming down my feed, and it's interesting questions. Why are women so picky and shallow about men's looks? Not all women are picky and shallow about men's looks. That's just a select. You can't categorize every single woman. Now it says somebody by the name of Frankie said that women aren't really attracted to looks the way men are. It's not the looks per se that make men unattractive. It's the myriad of things. From the top of his head, he said the following things can be a contributing factor: looks, height, demeanor, job, money, projection. Not women are always looking for looks because looks deteriorate after a while. You think you're going to look the same for the rest of your life? No. All right, Mary, you said size. Yes, some women go for size. But why size? You think you're going to be able to keep that shit hard all the way to your 60s and 70s? That's why blue chews exist. Now, if you're talking about height, yeah, some women don't like to be with somebody that's shorter because in some cases they want somebody taller so that they feel protected. Plus, they don't want people pointing at them in the street like, damn, look at her. She's like an Amazon compared to this Keebler Elf dude right here. Nobody wants that. Some people just like the projection of feeling protected. I think personally, that's what it is. All right, next question. I gotta find something a little bit more saucy. Do you think men are avoiding marriage to protect themselves from divorce? Yeah, absolutely. But again, you're not quite sure if your marriage will end in divorce. How would you know? You have to get married first. But I guess it's just the idea of the what if. There's a 50-50 chance that you could get divorced, but there's a 50-50 chance you may not get divorced. But, men are not taking that chance no more. They're not taking that risk. They just want to be with somebody, and if they stick around with them, by common law, they might be married. Let me see. There's an answer. I don't know if it's a long one. That's a long one. But I think we get the gist of that one. You know what I mean? All right, next question. Why does my intimate area, quote, sweat so and smell so much? I almost have to have a shower every day. How do I get rid of this? I don't know. I think that's something you need to go to the doctor and get checked out. Because no matter what, if you're showering and you still smell, you have, and if your woman is pH balanced, guys, you're just bad hygiene. Who knows? Go get that shit checked out. Somebody did. There's a couple of answers on here, but I'm gonna read a fairly short one. Somebody said my grandmother did the exact same thing with a basin, washcloth, and blah blah blah. Okay, no. Somebody the first answer. Somebody explained about theirs, and it's just people just corresponding with their answer. I'm not reading that, but if your area smells and you're still like expired, no, no, I don't know about expired. Just go to the doctor. It must be it's something that perhaps soap cannot fix. Just go to the doctor. Uh, oh, here's a good question. Why are beautiful women not married? Good question, right? Now, this guy by the name of Gregory, he answered the question by saying, because they're trying to find the best partner who could provide the best life. They in it for. I'm reading how they wrote this shit. It's giving me a fucking stroke. All women are beautiful. You'll find the right one who has your undivided attention. Now, beauty is subjective, and beauty's in the eye of the beholder. That kind of deal. Blah blah blah. But I guess the idea is like, let's say like women on OnlyFans, like really hot women on OnlyFans. Why are they not married? Because they're making money on their own. They don't got time to be bogged down being married. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some OnlyFans beautiful women that are married and making money on OnlyFans. I don't know. It's kind of a gray area. There are beautiful women that are married and not married. Pick or choose. Come on now. All right, next question. What do men wear when they sleep? All right, now, this guy, he goes by the name Buffalo Guy. Pause. He said, I just sleep in my underwear, no t-shirt. A lot of men sleep nude. All right, Mary, you sleep in your birthday suit. Fantastic, my man. Fantastic. He said a lot of men sleep nude. I've tried it and it isn't comfortable for me. My favorite underwear is men's bikini briefs or men's low-rise briefs. For me, sleeping in underwear keeps everything cooler and more comfortable than sleeping nude. I mean, hey, listen, what? I'm not even going to ask what you guys sleep in. That's none of my business. I don't know. I like to have clothes on most of the time. I like to have clothes on. Some people like to be nude. It's whatever makes you comfortable. Or if it's too hot in the room or it's too cold in the room, who knows? I mean, hey, what I like to say, shooter's preference. All right, next question, because that question was kind of stupid. Do you believe Elon Musk is a good person? I think so. I think he's very inventive. He's like all right, Subi, if you're sleeping in full kit, you've lost your goddamn mind. Now is Elon Musk a good person? I think he's like I think he's like a real life Tony Stark. As far as for humanity, he could be a good person. I don't know what his actual day-to-day life is. He could be a complete asshole for all I know. We only see the business side of him. We don't see like the human side of him. You know what I mean? Like, is he a good person? I'm gonna just say he's a good person. Let's see. There's an answer to this question, and that's a long one. So I'm gonna keep it moving. That's ridiculous. Why do we gotta write such long answers? Subi said, no, far from Tony. Think these robots are gonna take over. I don't understand this whole thing about robot takeover. Just fucking take the batteries out or whatever. Like, break the goddamn robot. Like, it's not. You can outrun those Tesla robots, I'm sure. Now, if you let the Tesla robot catch up to you, that's on you. But, I mean, come on now. All right, next question. Next question. Am I stupid? I married my husband after I caught him cheating on our wedding day. Yeah, you're stupid. Why would you... You caught him cheating on your wedding day and you still married this man. This man better be like Elon Musk. You better believe in this man. This man must have something to where you married him even though he cheated on you. What are you thinking? Now, yes, I think you're stupid. Now, this Billy says, no, it's hard to back out of a wedding. My soon-to-be ex-husband went out drinking for 3 days and came home the night before the wedding. We have been together 7 years already. I have given him children who were babies at the time. You aren't stupid. I threatened to call off the wedding, but didn't have the strength to do it. I regret my decision, and I'm going through an awful divorce. Then yeah, she is fucking stupid. And you're stupid too. Like, you're telling this woman that she's not stupid for staying with her husband who cheated on her wedding day, but yet you decide to stay, give the dude kids, and now you're going through a divorce. Pot calling the kettle. You are terrible advice to give somebody like that, honestly. I think, like, listen, What would you guys do? You're about to get married. You're about to commit yourself to someone for the rest of your life. And this person cheats on you on the wedding day. Are you staying with the person? Be honest. Are you staying with this person? Are you going to give them a second chance? Everything is already bought. The food, the guests, the venue, everything is already bought. Are you staying with this person? You're crazy. I don't know. I mean, you figured, well, you made it this far, but it's the principle. Who the fuck cheats on their wedding day? That's what the bachelor party's for. No, I'm fucking around. That's not what the bachelor party's for. No. Don't do it. Don't cheat on your wedding day. Don't cheat on your bachelor party either. All right, bet. Now, here's a good question. What U.S. states will you never visit again? Now, I've been to quite a few states. I haven't been to all 50. All right. If I had to choose which state I won't visit again, honestly, I don't know. I don't think I've been to a state that I'm like, you said New York. I just went to New York like a month ago. Now, if you're talking about a state that I won't live in again, no, I won't live in New York again. I told my wife the only place of New York I'll live is upstate New York. But if you're talking New York City, I will never move to New York City again. No. But I don't think I have a state where I'm like, oh, I'm never visiting that state again. No. Now, there's an answer. This person said Hawaii. He said he'll never visit Hawaii again. He said it has to be one of the most overrated places on earth. Where can I start? First off, the locals are generally hostile towards visitors from the mainland, who they regard as little better than sheep. Time out. Time out. No. I'm going to go there, all right? I told you I'm not filtered. I'm going to go there. This guy that answered the question, he's Caucasian. Now, I've heard some things about Hawaii from people who are stationed in Hawaii, all right? And I'm going to be straight frank with you. If you are Caucasian and you're in Hawaii, the locals do not like you. I'm going to be straight up. This guy is saying that the locals are hostile to him, but he's also Caucasian. Now, if you're like me, you're Hispanic, or you're also Polynesian, they ain't going to fuck with you. But for some reason, they don't like Caucasian people. It goes back years into history. I'm not even going to get into that shit. Google it. But I'm telling you right now, from what I heard, the locals are pretty nice. Now, it says the overall level of education and competence is drastically below that of the rest of the country. Many Hawaiians devote themselves to little more than just getting high. That's some bullshit. You mean to tell me that the quality of education in Hawaii is lower than the quality of education in Alabama? So you're saying that people in Alabama are smarter than people? I ain't gonna go there. This guy, I'm cutting him off. He's gunshots. You're cut off. That's crazy work. That is crazy work. All right, he won't visit Hawaii again. He has his reasons. I respect it. All right, now you heard it's bad, right? In what aspect did you hear that Hawaii is bad? And Katie, you're eating while watching. Now, what are you eating, Katie? What are you eating tonight? Are you eating the Krabby Patty tonight? The Wendy's, or like the Dave single or some shit? Enjoy your meal, though. And then, Mario, what did you hear? Oh, Chinese food. Yes, Chinese food does sound pretty good right now. It does. Yeah, but Hawaii, I've heard, like, it was one of my places to choose for a next duty station. I'm not a big fan of trying to go to Hawaii just simply because of one, it's isolated. It's in the middle of nowhere and everything's expensive because everything has to be flown in or shipped in. Okay, you said the schooling. Okay, maybe there might be some truth to the education system out there. I'm not sure. However, though, I would visit Hawaii, but I will not want to be stationed and or live in Hawaii. All right, Mario, what's my next duty station? I will tell you that offline. But just know it's somewhere foreign. I will tell you that a little bit more about that offline. All right, next question. Getting attention. All right, what are some of the ways? This is an odd question. This is a really odd question. Give me a second here. What are some ways to get the attention of someone who's in their car? Throw a fucking rock at the car. Throw something at their windshield. I guess that's how you get their attention. Then they pull out the Thule and you're in the forever box. That's a dumbass question. I told you, some questions on here, they're pretty dumb. All right, Subi, you said Israel. You know, not for nothing, I would love to go to Israel. I've heard Israel is actually pretty nice. I'm not even joking. I've heard that from quite a few people. In fact, when I was in Italy, there were people that were going to like Egypt, Dubai, and they were going to like Israel. It's really nice, the Middle East. I wouldn't mind going to Israel, to be honest with you. All right. Estonia. Fuck no. That's one place I will never go to again. Like I said earlier in the show, Quavo, if somebody gave me an all expense paid ticket to go to Estonia, I would refuse. Absolutely not. I've seen enough of that place. I never want to see it again. Let's see. What the fuck? Okay, now this question is a very controversial one, and this has been debated for the longest of time. Should a husband leave if a wife goes from fit to obese? No. Because when you make those vows, right? And this is the thing about marriage. It's like people don't take the vows very serious. You are saying these vows under an oath of God. Sickness and health for richer or poor, that's covering damn near everything. Even this shit, going from a fit to obese. Now, what if it's the case where she was fit, then she got pregnant, had your child, she gained weight, obviously, right? Or she might have a condition that continues that weight gain. That doesn't mean you fucking leave. This person by the name of Jimmy, he gave a long answer, but I'm going to break it down as much as possible. And yes, Subi, Petrie was probably one of the highlights of Estonia. I will say that, but it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. This guy said, oftentimes it's not the obesity, but the effects of the obesity. It's a good point. He said, 10 years into our marriage, Julia and I each had gained a lot of weight. It was a combination of things: pregnancy, work, bad habits, poor nutrition, etc., etc. Our lives were pretty good otherwise. Kids were growing up. We were settled financially and career-wise. We had a good relationship, and we all got along. When a convenience store opened near us, we walked down there and giddily purchased junk snacks. Yes, this is a healthy relationship, ironically. And drinks. And then we'll get home and enjoy our Nutter Butters and Hostess cakes together. We got fatter and fatter, and our obesity weighed down our marriage. Pun intended. Our sex lives dwindled directly due to the obesity. First of all, it caused problems for me to perform. We also had poor self-body image, and to be perfectly frank, obesity affected our sexual attraction to each other. So let me get this straight. You're both not sexually attracted to each other because you both agreed to be fat. Right there. All right, Mario said they can't see their reproductive systems. Yes, that's probably it. Yes, that's definitely it. Yes, because men, it's no secret. When you gain weight, your pubic area shrinks. It is not a secret. Dudes that get huge beer bellies and just diabetes, just really obese dudes, they can't see this shit no more. It's shrinking, people. And it's the fat absorbing it in. It's kind of like an Audi going into an innie. No, I haven't seen it. Why would you ask me a question like that? It's science, man. It's science. Yes. Bigger people, yeah. It happens. And in this case, they both got fat. But see, they said when they seen the convenience store open, that was their job to go down there and buy snacks. Nobody told them to do that. That's something they did together, though. But let's say this. He gets tired of that shit and he divorces her. Now, mind you, they're both big. They both eat snacks and drink sodas, but they're both big. But he goes and divorces her because she's big. Is that the right answer? No, it's not the right answer. What you both can do is simply lose all the weight you gain. Yeah. Come on, man. Now, there's another piece of the story. Oh, this is just incredibly long. Listen, guy, good luck. All right. I think you guys need counseling. And you guys also need to get in better shape. And you both need to be healthy. Oh, man, look at them roses. I feel like I'm in a fucking garden. Thank you. I'm just covered in roses. Of course, I got clothes on underneath, but I'm covered in clothes. Covered in roses. I don't want people to think I'm like naked and shit. You guys got some weird imaginations. All right. Now, let's see. Next question. I'm telling you, there are people out here that live like this. This is some real shit. All right. All right, I'm tired of cheating questions. I get a lot of cheating questions in my algorithm on this fucking site. It's almost like I read the same questions over and over again. Okay. Why do some men enjoy being in a relationship with a woman but do not want to get married? Hey, look at it like this. If you're dating, think of it as a prepaid phone plan versus a contract. You get all the benefits of the contract without the commitment versus you committing to the contract and you get all the benefits, but now you're committed to a long-term contract. That's basically marriage in a nutshell. Some guys just want to be with somebody. They don't want the stigma of being married and the things that come with being married. Or they want to be with somebody, but they could easily back out of it without having to go through a sloppy divorce where there's alimony, possibly child support, and then all these other things. All right, yeah, my live is really wild tonight, man. I appreciate it. This is probably the most active I've seen this live go since the first episode. The first episode was active. This one is super active, and I appreciate it. That's why I do the show. This is why I do what I do, simply because you guys. You know, this show is not powered by my equipment. It's powered by you guys. You guys are the reason why I do the show. But in this case, some guys just don't want to be tied down to marriage. Like I said early in the episode, this is what it is. Nobody wants to be tied down. Oh, wait, do I have a guest coming on? No way. Yeah. Joining the show. Rad, what's going on, man? You're picking up on the audio pretty good. Now, what can I do for you, man? What you doing? Speak a little louder, man. You're kind of like fading in and out. Speak it to the mic.
Hello.
All right, man. Are you drunk? Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Nope.
Then get the fuck off the mic, man. You can't fucking hear me. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hello.
I hear you. Are you good?
You hear me?
All right, man. Hey, you just stick around for a while, man. Put the Don Julio down. Put that shit down for a minute. I think you're on, though. You're actually on.
Biggie.
Oh, shit. Bang, man. What's going on? You guys are on the show, too. Welcome to the Daily Mind Podcast.
Invite Quavo.
Huh? Invite Quavo.
How do I put my camera on?
He has to send me another invitation. I'll let him on. All right, while you guys are listening, like you guys are tracking, this is there such thing as a stupid question? I'm reading some crazy ass questions and answers that these people actually do ask. Now, get ready for this next question I got coming up. Have you ever seen a kid and looked at the kid and just thought, well, they're doomed? Who the fuck looks at a kid and be like, damn, this kid's fucked up?
No, that's wild.
That is crazy. I don't look at kids like that, man. That's messed up. I never look at a kid and be like, damn, this kid ain't going nowhere in life. No, man. Jesus. Yeah, Rad is a character, man. Like I hear him, I hear Ben, I hear you guys pretty good, man. Stick around though. Let me see how much time I got on the show. Lately, these episodes have been going an hour. Now, normally I try to keep it at a 30-minute, but since it started streaming, it's been averaging 50 minutes to a fucking hour, which is good. I like it though. Don't get me wrong. All right, next question. Should you close the door when showering?
Yeah.
No.
I think you should. I listen. Even I'm home alone right now, right? If I go take a shower, I'm closing the door. I've seen enough scary movies to keep that fucking door closed. It just, to me, I don't know. I think it's a security blanket. I think it's a security blanket. Quavo said no. So it keeps the steam in. Yeah, but you know, my wife doesn't like a lot of steam. Like our bathroom gets steamy pretty quick. We got the little overhead fan and shit like that to kind of help. But my wife doesn't like a lot of steam. All right, Quavo, we should be used to it already. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by we should be used to the steam? Oh, no, I know you're not referencing Estonia. Chill out. We're not talking about Estonia. Pause. Pause. Hey, yo. All right, no. I don't know. I personally like to keep the door closed when showering. I don't know. To me, I don't know. I like the sense of privacy. You know, I even close the door when my wife is in the room. I close the door all the time. She does it too sometimes. It doesn't matter. Let's see. But next question. What the fuck? This can't be all right, next question. Why does my mom introduce her friends to me when I'm bare-chested? Woo! Josh answered the question. He says, beats the hell out of me. You're asking the wrong person. You got to ask her that. Half the time, I don't even know what is going on in my own head. I definitely don't know what's going on in your mom's. Maybe she's proud of the way you look and is trying to make her friends jealous or something. Hey, yo. It sounds like to me like mom is like advertising her son out there to her friends. Like, yo, look at this fine specimen that I created. Do you want to fuck him? Like, what kind of life are we living here? Like, I would never like... I would never like let my child or whatever walk around damn near naked in front of friends. Hell no. I don't care how old the kid is. teenager, whatever. That to me is crazy. Here's my son Brad. Look at him with no shirt on. Not. Oh, it looks like we lost Benton. I think I still got Rad on here, but I think Rad is in his own world. Yeah, Subi, she's a cool mom. Yeah, I've seen a few stepmother videos in my life, believe me. All right, next one. Why do mothers wear underwear in the house in front of the son? The answer, somebody answered, Han says, if they want to be nude in and around the house, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's crazy. I've heard and read stories, even on this, that there are families that walk around nude around each other, and it's perfectly fine. I mean, there are people out there that live in nudist colonies, and they walk around each other with no problem. Now, I've never been to a nudist colony or a nude beach. Will I go to a nude beach? Maybe someday. Hey, man, yeah, send me another request, Giovanni. Send me another one. My eyes go in and out of the screen sometimes. I got to just catch it again. Send me another one. But no, I mean, do you guys... I mean, I walk around the house with just my boxers and shirt on. But if I had a kid, like, I'm going to wear clothes all the time. I'm never going to walk around my kid like that. That's crazy. Some people are just, like, fucking weird, man. All right, next question. Do you shave your hairy chest? I don't. You know, I shave. I got hairy chest. All right, Subi, you walk around in your Batman costume. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. I suggest you seek help. But if that's what you want to do, cool beans. Yeah, walk around the house like Batman. Listen, when you got your own crib, you can walk around however you want. But when you got kids in the equation, you got to cover it up. You can't walk around in your birthday suit in front of your kids. That, to me, that's diabolical. I'm calling the cops kind of work. Don't do that. Put some fucking clothes on. Now, the question, do you shave your hairy chest? Now, I have somewhat of a mildly hairy chest. I wouldn't say like I'm wearing a Coogee sweater type chest. I do have some hair. I've shaved my chest a few times, but then I stopped because I'm like, it's just going to grow back. What's the point? It's going to grow back. I don't even shave my chest anymore. What's the point? Now, let's see. All right, trim, not shave. I don't know. Like I said, it's almost like it's naturally trimmed in a sense. It doesn't grow thick. Like it grows to a point and then it stops. All right, Mario, you say, give it the juice. Hey, whoa. What kind of juice are we talking? All right, this guy by the name of W.T. Harrison answers the question by saying, sharing all of this chest here? Nah, that will require real effort and money for razor blade companies, and I have never felt the need. This man is a pro. This man is like, I'm not shaving shit. Why do I need to shave? This man is masculinity, I guess. He's keeping all the chest hair. He's not sharing it. He's not giving Gillette Razor Company any money to shave it. He's like, no, fuck no. I'm going to keep it. Ball fro? Hey, what the fuck is a ball fro? I just got a mental image of that. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go seek EBH counseling as we speak. All right, next question. I'm not fucking asshole. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to keep this at an hour. I'm not gonna go too long tonight, but let's see. I'm at 53 minutes. I got enough time for a few questions. I got enough time. All right. I think some questions. What's the worst relationship mistake you've made? Oh, here's a good question. I think a lot of us can. Should I do another live later? I'm gonna chill out. But you know what? I'm gonna do a show tomorrow, and I might do a double feature tomorrow. I think tomorrow, Saturday especially, is gonna be a double feature. So just keep in mind, I might do a double episode tomorrow. I'll probably do one sometime around the day early, not too early, and then one at night. I want to do a late night episode. And yes, man, you bet you will be on it. You see how many boxes is open? Free. Hey, anybody can join. No, I probably will do a double. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but yes, special guest Rocky. Yes, we need that man on here. Yes, we do. Absolutely. We had good times with this dude. Dude was fucking outstanding in what he did, man. He just fucking crushed everything. Damn near practically ran the fucking place. All right, man, let's see. What's the worst relationship mistake you have ever made? All right, this person said, Nathaniel said, my biggest mistake was letting myself get too detached emotionally when it comes to relationships. He said, I got into some really bad relationships that, to be blunt, they killed me. Emotionally, I had no emotions left. And yes, free Diddy. Diddy ain't coming out no time soon. In fact, his next trial is in May. He's not coming out no time soon. But look, I'm not gonna read this whole thing, but I don't know. I think the worst relationship mistake I made. Okay, let's go back to my last marriage. I think the worst mistake I made in that was letting it go as long as it did. If I knew what I knew now back then, it would have ended a lot sooner. But I was like young. I was like young and dumb and thought I was in love. That's the biggest mistake I made, was letting that shit go as far as it did. If I was smart, I would have cut it off. Like this situation is not it. That's the one mistake I could say with that relationship. Currently, I'm married. Believe it or not, next Friday actually is my 12-year wedding anniversary. I've been with this woman 13 years. 12-year anniversary next Friday. Also, too, that's the same day Black Ops 6 come out. I can't fucking wait for that. All right, but no, that was, to me, the biggest mistake I made. But, you know, you live and you learn with relationships. You live and you learn. All right, next question. Okay, what is the underlying meaning behind an ex asking if you still think of them? It all started in the company car. And what is the underlying meaning behind an ex asking if you still think of them? There's no underlying meaning. The ex think that, all right, so your ex is like, well, do you still think of me sometimes? They basically still like you, and they want to see if you like them too. You should say, no, I don't think of you at all. It's that simple. Why we can't do that? All right, there's an answer to this question, I think. Again, the question is, what is the underlying meaning behind an ex? Subi, the replacement didn't work. Half the time, if not most, that is the case. It didn't work, so it's like, fuck. All right, the rebound didn't work. Let's see if this dude still like me. Hey, you still think about me sometime? And they'd be like, no. All right, now this woman by the name of Deborah says they want to know if you still have feelings for them. Saying yes will give them hope of rekindling your love relationship. No doubt your ex is asking you most likely because they are bored or stranded. They need you temporarily to fill the gap. And don't ever give them that satisfaction. Ever. Next Friday, am I doing an episode? Likely, depending. Yeah, I'll probably do an episode. If not, like I said, I'm going to leave disclaimers like, these episodes are subject to change. I didn't think that far out yet. I don't know. I'll get back to you of whether or not I'm doing one on that day. But then again, Black Ops 6 come out. I might not do one that day. If I do an episode that day, it will just be this. Is there such thing as a stupid question, which is my favorite. But yeah, don't give them the satisfaction. An X is an X for a reason. That's it. Let's see. Okay, boom. I think I figured something out. When it gets, for this podcast, I could go over an hour. So what happens is, it gives me this little puzzle to slide when it's about 5 minutes before the hour. If you don't slide that puzzle piece to match it, it'll cut your live off because somehow it detects inactivity. We're active as fuck right now. I don't get it. But anyway, I figured it out. But I slid the piece. We got a little bit of extra time. All right. Next question. Let's see what we got here. What do people do in locker rooms that need to stop? All right. What am I doing for my anniversary? Shit. I don't know. She's going to be working. I know. What am I doing for my anniversary? Shit. I don't know. Probably going to be working. I know. What the fuck? I got some weird feedback. I don't know who's Mike. Rad, you need to turn your shit off, man. You gave me some weird feedback on your end. If you're not talking, you got to get out of here, dude. You got some weird shit going on. All right, let me see what I can do. I might have to turn your shit off. Yeah. All right, there we go. Yeah, Rad, you're off, man. You're out of here. All right, I'm gonna disconnect you as a matter of fact, because you ain't even saying shit. Hey, when you say something, just come back in, man. All right, so yeah, he was getting some weird feedback off his mic. I think he let the phone sleep on him or something. Now the question going back, go back full screen. Remember what happened last time when I tried that? Let me see some shit. Let me see. Go back full screen. Let me try it. That's as good as it gets. I'm gonna fuck with that. All right. The question once again: what do people do in locker rooms that need to stop? Listen. I think I mentioned something about locker rooms and shit. I think I read a question or something like that. Listen, you go in the locker room, you just go in there, change, shower, whatever, get the fuck out. Now, Somebody did write an answer, and it's a pretty informative answer. He gave two reasons. He gave two things that need to stop. Okay, you said towel wiping? I guess. Oh, towel whipping. Okay. Who the fuck is whipping each other in locker rooms at Crunch Fitness? Who is whipping each other in locker rooms at Planet Fitness? That's some high school shit. If I catch two grown men at a gym whipping each other, I'm calling the police. Stop doing that shit. All right, two reasons. You didn't see shit last week. I don't do that. All right, two reasons. This man said, number one, this is the things that he said that need to stop. You bugging. That never happened out there. That's absolutely crazy. Number one, performing personal hygiene that leaves a mess. Shaving, trimming nails, flossing, brushing teeth should be done at home. Yes, if you go to the gym before work, you need to take your morning shower after you work out. But please shave and brush your teeth at home before the gym. No one at the gym wants hair and globs of toothpaste in the sink. My God, this reminded me of Estonia all day long. Them fucking locker rooms were disgusting. And Germany was even fucking worse. Disgusting. Also, he says, number two, playing music. Please use your earbuds. Don't play your music out loud just because you want to party like it's 1999. Doesn't mean others in the locker room do. Yeah, for real. People, they used to be dudes. Matter of fact, in Estonia, they were dudes playing loud-ass music in the showers and in the sauna. Why are you playing loud music in the sauna? I don't know. Now, I get in the shower, but when it's an open-bay shower and you're playing this music, and let's just say Britney Spears' Baby Hit Me One More Time play, you got a bunch of naked dudes in an open shower playing Britney Spears. Get the hell out of here with that shit. Don't be playing, just don't play any music. Oh, you say when I sit in the toilet. I don't know. Nobody should be playing loud music sitting in the toilet anywhere. All right. Why do men prefer low maintenance women? Because it saves money. It's less of a no. You did not see me dancing in no damn shower. Get out of here. You know that's bogus. Question again. Why do men prefer low maintenance women? This woman, this is from a woman's perspective. She said, her name is Lou. She said, I asked my boyfriends and he said, okay, she said boyfriends, but then said he. Okay, let's just assume she said boyfriend. And he said, as a man, I can say this. Many of us do prefer women who are easier to get along with. The reason is simple. Life is already tough enough. Who doesn't want to come home and just relax? A girlfriend who doesn't sweat the small stuff, doesn't nitpick over little things, and understands that way we occasionally need our own space and time. It's much less stressful and more comfortable to be with someone like that. I agree. Don't get me wrong. We also enjoy deep conversations, but we have to rack our brains every day trying to guess what she's thinking or what she wants. That's just too exhausting. So yeah, a woman who's easygoing, independent, and doesn't need to revolve around 24/7 is very attractive to us. Listen, women think the same thing. They don't want a high maintenance man, if there is a high maintenance man. They just want somebody they can vibe with. Nobody wants to sit here and deal with shit. That's why some people buy Toyotas over BMWs, because BMWs is high maintenance. Toyotas pretty much run for themselves. It's user preference. Now, some guys absolutely love high maintenance women. It's just because it kind of matches their lifestyle. All right, Mario, you got a question. What you got? We're almost close to fucking 10,000. All right, Brad, Kia Soul. Okay, Kia Souls, I'm not a big fan of. I've rented a Kia Soul. Shit caught a flat. All right, it caught a fucking flat. They don't ride very nice, but they're roomy. And, you know, they're hamster cars. They're hamster cars. And, Mario, I'm waiting on your question, too, man. What you got? Hit me with what you got. But, yeah, some guys like high maintenance and some guys like low maintenance. I mean, shooter's preference, people. Shooter's preference. All right, next question. All right. Infinity G37? Nobody wants that. That shit is broke down. Like, nobody wants that. If your woman is an Infinity G37, she ain't going nowhere. She's going to stick around with you. She ain't going to move. She requires a lot of maintenance because she's sitting around doing nothing. I gotcha. No subtles. No subtles. All right. All right, next question. Let's see. What is the most racist thing you have ever experienced yourself? I remember one time, I kid you not, this man he was like talking to himself. I'll never forget this shit. Oh, no. One of the most racist things recently and I'm gonna use some choice language here. Some guy verbatim, and I don't even know if I should say it, but he said the N-word to me, but I'm gonna just say it. Some guy that was in the chat about an episode or so ago, he texts in the chat, says, "Let me see your nigger dick." That's crazy. It was just funny racist to me. Jax, that's the dude that said it. That is absolutely the dude that said it. But no, I remember one time, this guy, I kid you not, I used to work in Port Chester, New York. And this guy was walking around and he was like, for each different person of different colors or whatever, he was calling them the N-word. But it was funny because he would pass the white dude and be like, white N-word. And then the other dude, brown N-word. So when he passed me, he mumbled, he said brown nigger. I was like, what? I looked back and I was like, what the fuck? But he was calling everybody that he was walking by the N-word, regardless of what race, color, or whatever. That to me was like the most hilarious shit. Anyway, back to the question. What was the most racist thing you've ever experienced yourself? No, I didn't get your question, man. I didn't get, you gotta send me the question. I don't know what the question is. Send it to me again. I'm gonna try to catch it. What was the most racist thing you've experienced? Liam says, yeah, text me. Way back in 1973 when I was in the university one summer. Oh, it's blocking the question. Oh, all right, well, send it to me via text. One summer I dated a Japanese girl. We've had a fairly intense relationship, and in fact, I lost my virginity to her. One day I had a phone call from my father telling me that my parents were having a party and they wanted me to come home for the weekend to attend. All right, I got your question. Why is there... Okay, Mario asked me a question. He asked me a side question, and he asked me real quick before I finish the story. Actually, I'll answer it. Why are there pubes in the toilet seat? Because people be scratching their junk over the toilet seat. That's the only way pubes are going to get on a toilet seat. Unless you got like pubes like falling off of you, most of the times it's dudes scratching over it. That doesn't hakeem to me. Oh, that doesn't happen to you. But are you scratching your shit over the toilet seat? All right, back to the story. One day I had a phone call from my father. Yeah, that is gross as hell. One day I had a phone call from my father telling me that my parents were having a party and they wanted me to come home for the weekend to attend, and of course to bring whatever girl I was dating at the time. When I said I would, Dad asked me who I was dating and what she was like. As soon as I said her name, he paused and then sort of apologetically said that perhaps she might not quite fit in. Mind you, this is 1973. And people, the show has just hit 10,000 likes. Let's go. All right. Now he goes to say, why not? And he said, what's wrong with her? And the dad said, well, all the other people there would be white. I was stunned. My parents had always taught me not to be prejudiced, and I learned so well to the point that I barely notice if somebody is of a different race. It really, really didn't matter to me. I dated girls who I found attractive and who I could relate to. It didn't matter to me what color their skin was. The story, of course, goes to continue. But again, this is 1973, and this was only just maybe roughly less than 30 years after World War II, so there was a lot of Japanese sentiment that people still have for Japanese people because of the war. But it's just overall racism, period. It doesn't matter what happened, whatever the case is, it was just overall racism at the time. I don't know, man. I mean, I think everybody experienced some sort of racism in one way or another, subtle or just straight out right. It happens. You may not think so, but it happens. Like, matter of fact, Mario, do you remember the time we went to Ireland together, right? Remember the Irish, we were all in the group, and the Irish dudes, I swear to God, I'll never forget this. They were about a few feet away from us, and they were like, man, there's a lot of Mexicans here. And they said that shit loud as shit, and we already knew who they were talking about. We already knew because there was nobody. Yeah, exactly. I was like, wow, that's just straight out. They didn't even say it to our face, though, but they were like, man, there's a lot of Mexicans here. I was like, God damn. Racism is everywhere, people. It's everywhere. All right, let me see how much time I got, because I'm probably going to be wrapping up the show soon. Oh, shit. Yeah, even the kids. Yeah, absolutely. Even the kids, man. The kids are sometimes worse, but you got to understand, kids don't somewhat know better, because racism is like it's a taught behavior. No kid is born racist. No kid comes out of the womb calling somebody the N-word with the hard R. Oh, hell no. If they do that, that's some crazy ass shit. All right, let's see. I'm probably going to read like one more question. We're at 1 hour and 8 minutes. My wife's going to probably be home soon too, so let's see. Okay, here's an interesting question now. Do women prefer men with a hot muscular body or a handsome face? Hmm. That depends. Again, that's more like a shooter's preference thing. Subi says, "Got to get off the game, guys. Wife's coming home." No. But she comes home. We talk about our day and shit like that. We're married. All right, Liz, you said depends. All right, so again, that question was: do women prefer men with hot muscular body or handsome face? Now, my sister-in-law says it depends. Again, everybody has a preference. You know what I mean? It's like, some women want both. It's possible to have both, but I don't know. Let's see. There's an answer to the question. Again, with the size thing. So what I observe is because of the woman that they'll pick body over face, so it's down to the woman. Love Island contestants look like each other. The women look like the men, so that's why they pick their bodies and metrosexual faces. These pop singers who are known to have plastic surgery pick these very traditionally ugly men, face-wise. Ariana Grande, Lana Del Rey, Lisa, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's just some weird-ass rant. And Subi, you said it depends, I guess, how good the chum is. Sure. Sure, it depends on how the chum is. Again, it depends. Some women don't care about looks. It's like what I read earlier. Some women are not big on looks. Sometimes it's on the inside. They don't care about looks. They just care about somebody that can protect and provide and just show them love. That's it. And give them attention. That's really what it's about. You could be the ugliest person. Like, you ever see like how the ugliest dude is married to the hottest chick? And a lot of people will be like, well, it's probably because he has a lot of money. That man could be broke. It's something else he's offering. PBC. All right, next question. I got to sneak that one in there. All right. Pete Davidson. Yes, Pete Davidson is a perfect example. And have you seen his portfolio of women he's been bagging? Pete Davidson, people. His eyes look like he hasn't blinked in 2 weeks. But this man is sitting there bagging every single woman out there. And shout out Mario, something you don't have. And you don't need to know that. It's confidential stuff. But yes, shout out to Pete Davidson. And that man, listen, he may not be the most attractive man, pause, but he's out there doing something. He's doing something. What the hell is SBC? Shrimpy black, I don't know. Endless shrimp, people, endless shrimp. All right, next question. What the hell? What type of conversations happen during a massage between a massage therapist and the client? I did an episode the other day on massage parlors. It's best sometimes not to have a conversation during a massage. Yes, Pete Davidson and Jennifer Lopez, they collected all the infinity stones. Like, they need extra fingers to collect more stones. Those two, now J-Lo is hot, okay, but she can bag whatever. Pete Davidson is not much of a looker, but his portfolio says otherwise. There's got to be something he's offering. He's a funny dude. Some women like funny guys. That's just the way it is. You can be ugly as hell, but be funny. Good. Yes, J-Lo is kind of mid now. I think she's overrated. But for her age, she looks good. But I think personally she's overrated. Again, the question is, what type of conversation happens during a massage between the masseuse and the client? Joni says, normally massage therapists are asking clients if there's a particular part of the body that the therapist need to work on. The therapist also will ask what massage pressure is preferred. We've already covered this. And if there's part of the body that the client don't want to be massaged. After that, most of the time, therapists will be quiet and once in a while will ask the client if the pressure is okay or not if the client starts a conversation. That's how it's been for many years. That's how it is. For the 2 times I ever got a massage, or maybe 3, that's the way it is. It was never a conversation about what I do or, whatever. It was kind of like, is the pain good? Does it hurt here? How do you want it done? That's it. And we never had a whole conversation about stocks. No, absolutely not. All right, Rad, you said if she ain't at least 87, I ain't interested. My man, you need to go to bed. You, my man, I tell you what, I know a few homes, like senior citizen homes. These women haven't had any since the Civil War. You go there and you knock them off that chuck wagon and you good to go, my man. Brad, I got you. Don't worry. I got a few places for you to go. Backdoor massage. Hey, yo. Don't touch the back door. The back door is locked. I didn't ask for no backdoor massage. Hell no. And yeah, Rad, don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna send you an address for the senior citizens home, man. I got you. You can even put the sheets over them. All right, next. That was terrible. All right, damn, that was terrible. All right, what time is it? Well, is this now the longest episode? Damn, these episodes are just getting longer and longer and longer. It's at a minute. I'm sorry, not a minute. It's at an hour and 14 minutes. God damn, these episodes are getting long. You guys are keeping it going though. You know, I think the show has now broke the 30-minute threshold. I think the days of 30 minutes is done. And yes, I'm going to give it 15 more minutes so that we have an hour and a half of the show. We're going to have about an hour and a half. All right, next question. Good question right here. Good question for our tattoo people like myself. As you're getting older, no, we're not doing 99 more minutes. Fuck no. What is this, CNN? As you gotten older, do you regret getting tattoos? And do you warn young people of your regrets? All right, people. Mario, you already know. This tattoo here was a name of my ex-wife that I've worn for years, even after we got divorced. My wife was, at times, she'll see this shit and get pissed. I finally did get it covered up a few years ago. Shout out to Gonzo for doing it for me. He covered it up in the barracks room. Don't worry, he had clean needles. All the tattoos I got now, not Tanya, no, it's Taya, you ass. Yeah, Taya. I had that tattoo for so long. And the reason why I had it so long, it wasn't that I missed her or anything like that. Because when I got this tattoo, I got it on a whim. Again, I was young and dumb in my last relationship. And yeah, it was bad. So I got it covered up. These other tattoos I got, I have no regrets for them. In fact, I'm designing more tattoos of my own to get. The best tattoo I got is the one I have on my forearm. You can't really see it too much, but these characters on here are honorary nieces and nephews provided by Mario himself. Excellent, awesome fucking kids. And I got the tattoo in honor of them, ultimately. At first, it did start off as a graffiti piece I did in a stall. Like, no joke, that was the origin of these characters that I put. Originally, it was 3 characters. He recently had another baby, so I added another character. So that is my favorite tattoo. I look at it like every single day. As I'm getting older, I don't regret any of the tattoos I got. In fact, I'm going to get more. And yes, Subi, you definitely got me back to drawing. I will never forget the date. February 7th of this year was the day I officially started drawing again. That was when we were in fucking Latvia. That shit was trash. And Katie says, where's hers? Well, she want me to design her a tattoo. I'll design her a tattoo. I don't have a problem with that. She just got to give me a design or an idea. I'll design her one. Yes, a Dazi. That's what it was. That shit was awful. It has some good. I like the little restaurant thing they had there, but other than that, place was terrible. Plus, my truck didn't have any heat. All right, but no. Listen, that's why you got to think before you get a tattoo, because it's something you're going to wear for the rest of your life. Because not a lot of us can afford cover-ups or laser treatment. So a tattoo is supposed to tell a story. You know, it's supposed to ultimately tell a story. Like the one on my left arm, I'm reserving all of my left arm for family stuff. Like I have a picture of a tropical like palm tree and the coordinates for Cuba. It's a family thing. And yes, Rad, you almost died there. Yes, Adazi was cold as shit. That was the worst thing I think in the entire time over there was Adazi. That was the worst shit ever. All right, next question. Moving right along. Let me see. How much time? Do you love someone or anyone you're in love with? No, that's a stupid question. Let me see. Oh boy. Let me see this question. Now I'm gonna make this go to an hour and a half, so we got about roughly 10 minutes. My 19-year-old stepdaughter told me she's in love with me, and I think I love her too. More than her own mom, whom I've been married to for over a month. How should I handle this difficult situation? Brother, oh no. Sandra says, both of you need to stop no matter feelings you have for each other because you are married to her mother. Stepfather, please no. Stepfather, please no. Don't do that. That's dangerous work right there. What? I listen, I don't know. bag both of them? No, man. What kind of crazy shit you be watching? No, don't bag both of them. That's good. Something like that. Listen, you get married to a woman who has a daughter, and she's even like she's legal age. You leave. Don't fuck with that. You guys got some crazy minds. A three-way, Rad. You have you no shame? Honestly, no. That shit needs. You need to nip that in the bud. You really need to nip that in the bud. That stepdaughter shit. That's off limits. That's supposed to be like your kid. Yes, granted, it didn't come from your loins, but that is your child. When you married the mom, you also accepted the daughter too. Not in that way that he's trying to do, but like as your daughter. You know what I mean? That's oh man. And some of you guys in the chat are just having too much fun with that question. That makes you guys are scaring me down there at the same time. Three-way. Of course, Rad. Let's see. Okay, now this is a really interesting and yet very controversial question. All right, Subi, she says she's 19. Different if he raised her since 5. And see, that's the context that we're missing. Because perhaps, let's just say he's been with the mom. He just married the mom. But let's just say he knew her, and she's only 19, so she's only been legal for a very short period of time. But let's just say he met the mom when the girl was 10 years old. That means he was waiting for the opportunity to get married. It's almost like borderline grooming, basically. You're waiting for this person to grow up so you could nah. That's crazy work. Next question. Why is it always Black Lives Matter instead of all lives matter? Why can't it just be that all human lives matter? Not just the lives of people with a specific skin color. All right. Now, when at the height of the Black Lives Matter movement, yes, that is a Woody Allen reference. Woody Allen married his stepdaughter Soon Yi. He raised real quick. I'm gonna deflect from that question, but yes, that made a good point, Liz. Woody Allen has raised Soon Yi as a child, and yes, he did marry her eventually. It was almost like he waited for her to grow up, and then was like, okay, I'm going in for it. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. It's like you're grooming. To me, that's grooming. You're waiting for your stepdaughter to grow up. Oh, no, actually, no, that wasn't his stepdaughter. Didn't he adopt her? I believe he adopted Soon Yi. Yes, he adopted Soon Yi, raised her, waited for her to grow up, and then married her. People, that is dirty work. Dirty work. But these are people that think like this and do this. They live amongst us. That's the crazy part. All right. Dude, I see 14.6 thousand likes right now. 14.6 thousand. That is mind blowing right now. It's mind blowing. I mean, the show can only go up from here. We get more people on the show. All right, just went to 14.8. We get more people on the show can expand. It can expand. It could get something big. I'm hoping. Remember, I started off small. I'm trying to make it somewhere. Yeah, your likes might not count no more. If you're giving too many likes, TikTok will limit the likes in order, because they made, the algorithm thinks it's spam. So if you're liking the show, which I truly appreciate, kind of slow down with the likes, only because I don't want your likes to stop because they're thinking you're spamming me. That's something I learned recently too. All right. Next question. Actually, how much time I got? This is now officially the longest episode. Yes, we just hit 15,000 likes, and this is the longest episode so far in Daily Mind history. It's just going to go longer. I feel like the show is going to end up at some point 2 hours. Not tonight, though, but at some point it's going to end up 2 hours. Next question. What smell would you never forget? I remember I smelled a dead body one time. It was my grandmother's house, and on the second floor of that apartment, that house, this man was stabbed and the body was found days later. It had a stench I will never fucking forget. In this case, the question is, what smell would you never forget? Amanda says, the smell of my dead roommate. It was like intense broccoli farts that only got worse. By day 3, it was too intense to ignore. My friend joked, quote, what if he's dead? And when I went to check him, he very much was. This man said Barlow's breath. Woo! I'm not touching that one. Sorry, Mary, you said the smell of down there after 30 days in the field. Oh man, field. What's the term we call it? Not field crotch. Yeah, that's a terrible fucking smell. After not, yeah, in the field, yeah, absolutely. God damn, I can't imagine that. That's not the worst smell I smelled though. No, the dead body I smelled that was bad. All right, now this person said number one. Yes, it took 3 days to notice he was dead. I'm used to not seeing people. I live with for up to a month. What concerned me was the fact that I wasn't hearing him, and that prompted the conversation with my friend that eventually ended up me checking on him. Backshot air. That's a bad smell, especially if it's the 1800s. All right, number two, I'm not the only one in the house who didn't know he passed. I had another roommate at the time that also didn't notice anything out of the ordinary at first. Number three, he literally just moved in and told myself and my roommate that we wouldn't see him much. We didn't expect him to die the next day. We just assumed he was going to do his own thing. He said he would. He was just a strange string of events. All right, Subi, you said you pull your shirt over your nose and keep going. Okay, when you do that, you tell me how far you can go. How many more strokes you can do before you sit there and gag to death? God, you good luck with that. It's like, oh God, I don't even want to describe that. I love the smell. Well, yeah, at least 47 more. Rad, oh, God damn! I love the fact that you're on this show. You add to the creepy aspect to the show. Make it into a perfume. Backshots by Calvin Klein. Yeah, let's turn backshot air into let's turn backshot air into a perfume by Calvin Klein. Yeah, I'm gonna propose that. Shout out to Calvin Klein. All right, next question. We're not gonna be smelling stuff. Oh, hey, yo, backshots by Diddy. No, yo, I can't know. You know what? And the perfume comes in a baby oil bottle or the cologne. That's disgusting, dude. God. Oh. Here is another question. This is a military question. Military questions do pop up on here. What habits do you do? What habits do you have as a result of being in the military? Whether you're in or out, I promise you, you're going to exhibit habits that even when you get out, you're still going to do. So this guy by the name of Nicholas did ask the question, right? He said, quote, number one, these are the habits that he still retained. Yeah, alcoholism, number one habit. Shout out to alcohol. All right, number one, he keeps his hair short, very, very short. Number two, while I'm not a fanatically neat, I do try to keep items off the floor. Gear should be stowed somehow, whether in the desk, in the cabinet, or a shelf. Number three, I understand the distinction between the command, do it now, and an order, get it done. I like that. Number four, he said, I almost never ever late, even to social engagements, as gouch as that may be, and on time, in my book, means approximately 6 to 10 minutes early and no more. Mario, you said low T. You could claim low T. You could probably claim low testosterone. He said, never late, I'm brainwashed. Exactly. The military do teach you to be punctual. Punctuality is a big, big thing. If you're on time, you're late. If you're 15 minutes early, you're on time. Yeah. Number five, generally, I am far more situationally aware and cognizant of potential risk and dangers that I was before joining. People don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. I like that. Number six, a day with some kind of PT is somehow misspent. He still, number seven, laces up his shoes in a crisscross pattern with no bridge. And number eight, most of the year, regardless of whether I'm dressed formally or informally, I wear a t-shirt of some kind as an initial layer. Subi says, trying to take TDY outside the army. You imagine, you get out the army and you're working at Hobby Lobby, and you're like, I need to take permissive TDY. Working at Hobby Lobby. Yeah. Being on profile, yeah, that's one thing you can take with you, especially you collecting VA for the rest of your life. You're on profile literally the rest of your life. That's not going away. And you get paid for being on profile out the army for the rest of your life. Shout out to people on profile. I'm on profile, I can't flip those burgers. Ha! And erectile dysfunction. Yeah, absolutely. Hold on, let me see if I can pick up my wife on here, because she's calling me right now. Shit, let me see something. tell me I'm still airing. Okay, I'm still airing. All right, my wife's gonna have a late. No, I'm back. I'm back. My wife answered the phone. I guess when it answers, it cuts the live off. So I'm back. Donald is back. I promise. I told you I was gonna be back for a second. I'm back. Don't worry. Shout out to China. All right. So next question. My wife's gonna be late tonight. So yeah. Let me see. I only got a little bit of time left. I'm pushing out. I got 1 more minute before hour and a half. Yes, I'm back. So I learned something. The phone cuts off. The live cuts off when I get a call. I'm back though. No, she's not at the casino. She's working late tonight. Unfortunately, every night's a late night, so she gives me a heads up. All right, one more question, and I'm done. I am done. All right, an hour and a half. The show has just hit an hour and a half. It is the longest episode thus far. Smile real quick. Oh, they just gave me a great job. It says, you going live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. Yeah, I'm about to take a break right now. Shit. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to read one more question, folks. I'm going to let you guys enjoy. Turn the lights off and smile. Asshole. All right, next question. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I got one more question. No, I'm not trying to hit 99 minutes. Well, shit, if no. 90 minutes. Hey, let me see. I'm thinking. Shit, I could hit 99 minutes. Shit, you're right. We could do this for another 9 minutes. Do it for another 9 minutes, and we will indeed hit 99 minutes. All right, I'm down for the challenge. Let's do it. We'll do 9 more minutes. 9 more minutes of reading ridiculous questions, and I'm super done. All right, I'm done after that. I promise you. 9 minutes, people. 9. Just give me 9 minutes. As a matter of fact, hold that thought. I got to plug in my laptop because it's about to. Yeah, it's going to get to that point. In 9 minutes, it could potentially die. I don't want the recording to stop. All right, give me 1 second. Yeah. It's going to take forever to upload this audio because the audio is going to be so damn long. What the fuck's up with this cord? All right, give me a second. Give me a second, people. We're going to go with 9 minutes. 9 more minutes. I get this plug in. I'm in a very tight space, so forgive me. All right, 9 more minutes. We just hit an hour and a half with the show. This is absolutely the longest Daily Mind podcast episode thus far. All right, you just asked me a question. How many cops does it take to screw in a light bulb? I don't know, but I'm waiting for the answer. I can't even think of the answer for that one. Let's see. He said, Rad said at least 1. Here's a good question. Well, somewhat of a good question. Which states in the United States are the most dangerous for driving at night? Oh, God. Yeah. Tennessee is definitely one state that's dangerous to drive at night. Tennessee and Virginia, I think, in all of my driving, are 2 of the most dangerous states to drive in at night. Especially if you're on the Interstate 24 to the 40, or no, the Interstate 40 going to like Gatlinburg and shit. That shit dangerous as hell. All right, so you said St. Louis. So Missouri is dangerous to drive through? Wait, I didn't see the response. Damn it. Back to the question though. Tennessee and Virginia to me are the 2 most dangerous states to drive at night. Yeah, text me the answer because I definitely did miss that. There's a lot of shit going through. All right, Subi, you said, did you see my question? What was your question? It's none. They beat the shit out of them because. God damn, I'm not reading that. I got the answer. I ain't reading it though. I'm not reading it, but I got it. All right, Liz, you said Florida, driving over the bridge from the Keys. No, okay. That bridge, I call it the True Lies Bridge. That bridge is amazing. Now, I've never done it at night. Have you driven over the Keys at night? If you did, I applaud you. I applaud you. Driving over that bridge in the daytime, Rad, you didn't even ask a question. Shut up, Rad. Okay, you did drive at night over that bridge? That's crazy. Wow. Oh, Placenta, you got me another question? This guy, oh my God. No, the Key West Bridge, to go into the Keys, is a beautiful, beautiful stretch. It's almost like you're driving over the ocean. I've driven a piece of it at night because I think when we went out there, we were leaving in the evening. All right, Mario, you said, Mario's got a joke, everybody. Brace for this. Hey, let me see it. I just missed it. How does a black American woman fight against crime? What is this, amateur hour? All right, what's the answer then? I'm not reading that. No, I'm not reading that. Okay, no, forget it. Listen, I got a good thing going with the show. I don't need somebody to fucking be like I'm banned. Oh, that's terrible, though. That's a terrible joke. Terrible. I mean, I'm unfiltered, uncensored, but I gotta have my limits. Rat, I'll text you the joke offline. I'm gonna text you the joke offline. I got you. And Subi, I'll text you the joke too. It's just I'm not trying. Let's see how much time we got. Because remember, we're pushing for 99 minutes. Oh, don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna send you guys the answer to that. I just can't cross that line right now. Not right now. Not until I get way more listeners and TikTok will tolerate it because I'm making TikTok money. All right, next question is, why are there so many miserable and simp men? Wow. The answer, Frankie, this is the same guy that did another answer too. He said, basically, we are disposable and deep down, whether we sense it overly or not, we know this. He said he personally argued that there are 3 types of men. 1, men born into contextual privilege that don't struggle. 2, men who are not born into privilege but are confident and happy. And 3, men who know they are not privileged and aware of their place in society and it pisses them off. I don't know. I'm not a miserable or simp man, but they do live among us, though. Don't be miserable. Don't be a simp. It's that simple. Simple. All right, next question. Would you allow your wife to have an affair? I felt like I've asked this question before. The answer is no. What kind of dumbass question is? All right, next question. Now, this seemed to be a really strange stigma with this. And the question is it weird if a girl has a lot of guy friends? Now, to some people, a woman that has a lot of guy friends, there's specific reasons for it. Believe it or not, contrary to what you may think, there are some women out there that don't like to be around other women. And it's usually because there's a lot of disagreements, sometimes arguments, fights. Some women find it cooler to hang around just the guys because they don't have to deal with, because they already deal with shit as a woman. They don't want to hear from other women sometimes. And sometimes a woman just want to hang around a guy's perspective. Sometimes, though, we think women want to be around a whole bunch of guys for crazy reasons, like, I don't know, like that kind of deal, or for like free weed or something like that. There's always some kind of misconception. But from the women I've heard and spoke to of why they like to be around a lot of guys, is because they just want a more chilled, relaxing environment where they don't have to deal with women type shit. Because they're already women dealing with shit. They don't want to hear other women deal with it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There are guys that like to hang around a lot of women. And he may not necessarily be gay. He could be straight as an arrow and just likes to hang around a lot of women. I know that sounds kind of hard to believe because a lot of us, we kind of see like a gay guy likes to hang around a lot of women. And you hang around whoever you want to hang around. That's just what it is. It's not weird. But this woman by the name of Charlotte, she says, yeah, it would be weird if a girl had a lot of guy friends. Like one of my friends has a lot of guy friends. And Isabella. What kind of dumbass answer is that? But I get it, though. I get it. I don't know, man. Listen, you hang out who you feel comfortable with and keep your circle small. Just because you're a guy, you don't got to hang out with guys. Just because you're a girl, you don't got to hang out with girls. You hang out with whoever make you feel comfortable. Let's see. Next question. And it's Isabella. Yeah, I know. She kind of, I don't know what the fuck she was going with that one. Let me see. Wow. Next question. Is it just me, or is Obama starting to look like an AIDS patient? No, I noticed Obama lately, he looks a lot more gray, and he did look like he lose a little bit of weight, but people, he's getting older. He's an older man. He's getting older. He doesn't look like the 2008 Obama that we first seen running for president. He's an older dude, all right? He's probably eating different. He's probably working out more. And he's accepting his grays. Some people, when they get gray, they start putting, Rogaine or fucking ink in their hair to make their hair look black. This man is basically, let me see. What is this? Live visibility restricted. Yeah, people can't age no more. I don't know why. Just let the man age. That's what he wants to do. Let him age. Jesus Christ. All right, next question. I'm going to read one more. I think I might have already hit the time. Yeah, I'm already about 20 more seconds. I got one more question for you guys, and I am officially done. Officially. All right. Why don't men approach women anymore like they used to? Why are modern guys such cowards? Well, here's the thing. A lot of people don't really approach people anymore. That's why they have all these apps. They have apps where, you don't have to approach people anymore. It's not a matter of being cowards. Don't get me wrong. There are people that are afraid of rejection. True. But yeah, exactly. The fear of rejection and low confidence. Absolutely. It's easier to get rejected on Tinder than it is to get rejected in person. Because in person, you can see all the flaws up and down. Brad, you're about to get off my show. You are going to jail, buddy. You're going to jail. But no, it's easier to get rejected online. All right. Don't get me wrong. There are some guys that are out there going forward as far as, stepping up to the plate. You know what I mean? But also, it's an idea that some women find it as harassment. And, some guys don't want to be caught up with the idea that they may be potentially harassing someone when all they're doing is just joining them. I mean, not joining them, asking them out. So it's easier just to fucking do it online. Oh shit, Sturmer, you're joining. Oh, you're late to the show, but you're on a very historic episode. Let me see. Now, somebody did answer this question, and let's see here. All right, Elena says, in Italy, we don't have this problem. When I visited Australia, the men effectively were quite shy or not interested in women. Women are very aggressive, like they walk in big groups with very sexy clothes and talking and laughing out loud. A lot of them were also chubby. They remember me gooses or boars. They remind me of gooses or boars. Wow, that's crazy. If I were a man and I was scared to approach, imagine finishing in the middle of a goose gang and they bite. To be approached, better to go out in 2 or 3 girls and keep the volume low. Listen, again, it's just easier to get rejected on social media, and it's less hassle. People don't see all your flaws when you're on social media. It's just kind of like, whatever, see your face, whatever, swipe, whatever. I don't know. But there used to be a time where people used to hook up at actual venues, like, the laundromat, the coffee shop, the subway station, school. Now it's just social media. All right, folks. I'm really wrapping this up now. That was the very last question. And Subi, you said, like those chicks who only take pictures from the head up. Yes, I know. And they shouldn't have to do that. You know what I mean? But that's more of an insecurity thing. That's like saying, the face is pretty. Or, you know what? It's a psyche to it too, right? It's like, okay, if a female or like, let's say I'm a bigger female. I just take a picture from the like this. I want to see if the person's attracted to my face and not what my body looks like. They can tell that I'm obviously a bigger person. So are they still going to be attracted to my face, or you know what I mean? It's the psyche to it. But there's also like some women are just, and some guys too. Some guys do the whole, like, those middle-aged men where they take their profile pictures where they just look up, they like this, and they hold the phone, they just like this, like the middle-aged guys. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a confidence thing. I don't know. Look, it's hit or miss. All right, look, we're not going to probably hit 20,000. It's time for me to go. I'm going to go. But damn, this is the most likes that I've gotten on the show. And I can't thank you guys enough for this. This is insane. And Red, I'm going to give you a piece of advice. If you join in live on the show, you got to talk. You can't breathe into the mic or your phone and then I'm hearing these tapping sounds and then you're killing me. And then I heard myself with feedback from your mic because I don't know what was going on, but I'm glad you were a guest on the show live, Rad. Maybe next time we'll see you. We'll see your face next time. You actually will talk though. But nah, man, you're always cool in my book. And anybody that want to join the show, yeah, absolutely, just tap in the invite. And Giovanni, yeah, just if you're still watching, hit it next time. You'll be on the show, man. Why not? Yeah, Rad, you were honored. Yeah, man, I'm glad, man. Thank you for joining. Man, look, we're only, we're almost, 2,000 more likes. I know. Listen, I want to stick around. If we can do the 20,000, I'm done. I'm done with the questions and answers. But, yeah, we're done with the questions and answers aspect. We are at 1 hour and 44 minutes. How is this episode still going? How is it still going? Once we hit 20,000, we're done with the show. All right. In the meantime, though, yeah, this is like a Daily Mind marathon, man. Woof. I need a couch to lay on. But send me ideas. Hold on. Let me get a pen real quick. I'm gonna take down some ideas. 20,000 I'll have off tomorrow. No. There's an episode tomorrow. There's no time off. No, I already got an episode in the books. And I'm planning on doing a double episode. There might be a double episode. I don't know yet, to be determined. Nice turkey. No, this is not a turkey. This is death with a cat flying on top of death holding the sickle. It's not a turkey, though. It's a cool shirt that I got. Let me see. I got some episodes. Like I said, give me some ideas. We're almost at 20,000. We hit 20,000. That's the end of the episode. So, yes, I'm working on a Seinfeld episode. In fact, I have an idea of a best worst episode. And then Katie, you said my bro wants me to go to a wedding with him, and this girl and his trying to get back with. What? Am I reading this right? Wants me to go to a wedding with him and a girl he's trying to get with back. That sounds. Go to a wedding. Oh, see, have you ever been to a wedding before? I mean, I've been to a wedding before. It's been a while. Actually, no, I participated in a wedding. I participated in a wedding, and I had to wear my ASUs. It wasn't my choice. It was what he wanted. Oh, the third wheel. I don't know. I mean, see if you could bring somebody along with you so it doesn't feel as awkward. You know what I mean? Bring a friend or somebody. No, I've never been. Weddings are fun. Weddings are fantastic. But I advise you, bring a friend or whatever. Just bring somebody so you don't feel out of place. Nobody ever wants to be the third wheel. So just see if you can find somebody, bring somebody along with you. And again, I'm down for ideas and suggestions until we hit that 20,000. We're currently at 19K. Now, when I listen back to this episode, it's going to be the longest fucking episode I've ever done. I swear to God. I got to try to keep it at an hour, though. So we know that the show is not going to be at a 30-minute threshold anymore. I don't think it's enough content coming through to fit in 30 minutes. I don't think so. So I think now it's going to be an hour, probably at the minimum now. Maybe 45 minutes at the bare minimum. All right, look, folks, we're almost there. We just hit 20,000K. I can't believe it. Finally hit 20,000K. I can't be more proud. I cannot be more proud. I appreciate it. Thank you, folks. Listen, for those who are just listening that are not normal audience, send me a request for an episode or hello at the Daily Mind Podcast at gmail.com. And yes, tomorrow, yes, popping champagne. Let's shake up the champagne. And this shit just spills all over my fucking equipment. All right. That was a bottle of water. That wasn't no champagne. Tomorrow will be an episode. I might do a double feature. I might do an episode sometime in the day, and then there'll be a nighttime episode, kind of either around this time or later on at night. I'm gonna do 2 episodes. I don't have a time frame for the daytime episode. Just know it's not gonna be early in the morning. It's not gonna be early in the morning. It's gonna be probably sometime after 10 a.m. And then at night, probably around this time, if I'm not doing anything, because I think my wife has to work, that will allow me to do the episode around this time or whatever. I try to do the show when she's not here. Sometimes she can be a distraction, but it's just, I'd rather do it, while I'm just here. All right. And if you want to be a guest, of course, you can chime in anytime, be a guest. Make sure you got a good connection and make sure there's no feedback into your phone because I catch it on here too in the headphones. All right. It's time to go. You don't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. I will do this again. Nope, we're not doing 30,000 right now. I'm done. I'm done. All right. But no, seriously, we'll see if we can get that high next time tomorrow night. We'll give it a shot tomorrow night. Meanwhile, go ahead, enjoy. We're not getting 99K. Look, we already hit 99 minutes. I don't want 99 problems. And we're not going to hit 99K, at least not tonight. At some point as the show progresses, we'll definitely hit that 99K. I really hope so. I'm really, truly looking forward to it. All right, thanks for listening. I'm going to work on some episodes. Maybe Seinfeld will be tomorrow. We'll see. All right, 24-hour live. Katie, I'm pretty sure there's a Guinness World Record somewhere of a 24-hour live stream. I'm pretty sure there's a Guinness somewhere. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm already at an hour and a half, almost at 2 hours. That to me is more than enough time. But you never know. If we start getting more people in the live and we do like a shooting the shit episode, we can go like maybe 2-3 hours just all talking about all types of shit, crazy debates or whatever. You know, you never know. All right, but no, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go relax. I had a long day today. Stay tuned for the episodes. Make sure your notifications. Make sure you get your notifications for when the show come on. Just know the daytime episode will be anytime after 10 a.m. Eastern time. All right, so we'll see how that works. Oh yes, I will definitely tell her that you said hi. She's always at work, constantly busy, but I will definitely let her know you said hi. All right, she won't be in until like maybe 10 o'clock or so tonight. Busy, busy woman. But stay tuned. Keep your notifications open. We'll do this again some other time. Enjoy the weekend. And we'll have more fun later, I promise. All right? Have a good one. Peace out. Later.